Did you know that with just a simple supermarket trick, many people have saved thousands of dollars on their cruise vacations? By adding a $100 Carnival Cruise gift card to their monthly grocery bill, the savings quickly add up, turning into a dream getaway. These gift cards can be used to book cruises, pay for onboard services such as shore excursions, specialty dining, or even spa treatments. It sounds incredibly convenient, but because of their value, cruise gift cards have also become prime targets for scammers. Fraudsters are growing increasingly sophisticated, with some even managing to trick cruise lines and retailers themselves. In a recent cruise gift card scam, 2 passengers aboard a Carnival ship were arrested for paying for their vacation using gift cards obtained through fraudulent means.
Mr. Fernandez and Ms. La Paz were arrested at Port Miami, accused of defrauding Winn-Dixie grocery stores in South Florida. A third suspect, Beatriz Paz Roca, was also taken into custody hours later outside a Winn-Dixie in Doral, Florida. Investigators said the trio had been buying gift cards from various retailers using altered Bolivian bank cards. This caused issues with the supermarket chain's payment system, ultimately leaving Winn-Dixie to absorb the loss. Deputies reported roughly 230 fraudulent transactions tied to at least one of the 3 suspects. Authorities discovered via social media posts on Thursday that Da Cunha Fernandez and Parada La Paz had boarded the Carnival Sunrise for a cruise. Police said the pair booked the voyage on July 26th using fraudulent gift cards they had purchased the day before at Winn-Dixie. When the Sunrise returned to Port Miami on Monday morning, U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers conducted a border search and found bank cards on Da Cunha Fernandez, along with numerous other fraudulent gift cards in possession of both suspects. Meanwhile, investigators tracked Paz Roca from the trio's residence on Northwest 26th Street. They followed her to a Winn-Dixie at 10,505 Northwest 41st Street in Doral, where she fraudulently purchased a $150 Amazon gift card. Detectives intercepted her as she returned to her car and arrested her on the spot. All 3 now face charges of grand theft, among others, along with conspiracy to commit organized fraud. And according to Miami-Dade's police chief, during the course of their scheme, Da Cunha Fernandez and Parada La Paz pocketed around $18,000, while Paz Roca collected about $12,000. But did this incident actually affect the voyage? Thankfully, the officers handled the situation swiftly and professionally, and there were no delays during disembarkation on the Carnival Sunrise. The ship departed right on schedule for its next journey to the Caribbean. That said, even though the issue was resolved, the bad press for Carnival is undeniable. Crime, fights, rowdy behavior, these are the labels often attached to Carnival, and they've become a hot topic across online communities. But the real question is Carnival Cruise Line truly getting worse, or is it just the internet blowing things out of proportion? If you've ever sailed with Carnival, let us know your experience in the comments below. And now, here are some examples that prove the point. A Reddit user named NoNameNinja7895 recently sparked a heated discussion about a question that has been haunting cruise fans for years. What happened to the reputation of Carnival Cruise? He shared that as a child, he had wonderful family vacations aboard Carnival ships. Fun, carefree, and full of good memories. But after years away, especially since the pandemic, he decided to book a Carnival cruise again. What surprised him most was not the booking itself, but the reaction from his friends. None of them had ever sailed with Carnival, yet almost all of them responded with fear, hesitation, or even horror, as if the brand had become something to avoid at all costs. And he's not alone. Another Reddit user, Adventurous Item 395, posted that he had booked a trip on the Carnival Dream for May 2026, only to find himself bombarded with negative reviews online. The flood of criticism left him anxious about his upcoming vacation. Still, many people encouraged him not to cancel, reminding him that the internet loves to amplify negativity, while positive and peaceful experiences rarely go viral. So where does Carnival's bad reputation really come from? Most commenters pointed to one main factor: the price. Carnival is often seen as the budget-friendly cruise line, and with that comes a certain stereotype about the type of passengers who sail on it. Unlike luxury-focused cruise brands that market exclusivity and refinement, Carnival leans into a more fun, party-style atmosphere, which, while appealing to many, can sometimes harm its image. Others argued that this is just part of internet culture. A single viral clip of a crew member yelling at a guest can spread like wildfire, while thousands of moments of great service go completely unnoticed. The infamous poop cruise years ago is a perfect example of how one event can overshadow decades of otherwise normal sailings. But not everyone believes the negativity is just internet gossip. Carnival itself hasn't helped its own case recently. The company's new loyalty program faced massive backlash when it eliminated the beloved lifetime membership cards, replacing them with a rule that forces passengers to requalify every 2 years. Longtime loyal cruisers suddenly felt like their years of dedication meant nothing. And then there's the issue of rising prices. Carnival shocked guests by charging $19.99 just to rent a pool float. On the popular cruise critic forum, a poll about Carnival's new private destination, Celebration Key, showed overwhelming skepticism. 65.91% said it's overpriced. 15.91% said it's about the same as other private islands. 9.09% said they wouldn't even bother getting off the ship. 6.82% said it's fine. 2.27% actually thought it was cheaper. Clearly, even Carnival's most loyal fans are starting to lose patience. So what's the truth? Is Carnival Cruise a victim of internet exaggeration, or is it genuinely alienating its customers with unpopular policies and rising costs? Next, we have a tragic update from the Sun Princess. This heartbreaking incident comes less than a month after a separate case where a Royal Caribbean crew member jumped overboard following a violent altercation with a colleague. On August 20th, passengers aboard the Sun Princess received confirmation that a crew member had gone overboard while the ship was sailing through the Dardanelles Strait en route to Istanbul after leaving Chania, Greece. The ship's security team and crew immediately launched emergency protocols, working alongside multiple maritime rescue agencies for several hours. Sadly, despite all efforts, the missing crew member was not found. Because of this, the Sun Princess was redirected to an anchorage near Tekirdağ, where it continued to coordinate with local authorities. As a result, the ship will miss its planned stop in Mykonos and will remain in Istanbul longer than scheduled. To reassure passengers, the captain sent a heartfelt letter that read, "We are deeply saddened to confirm that a crew member was reported to have gone overboard on Wednesday while en route to Istanbul, as verified through a review of CCTV footage. Princess Cruises has promised full refunds for all canceled shore excursions in Mykonos, automatically credited to passengers' onboard accounts." The letter closed with a reminder of the cruise line's values. The safety and well-being of our guests and crew members remain our highest priority. The Princess Assistance Team is working closely with the crew members' family to support them through this very difficult time. We appreciate your understanding and patience, and all of us aboard Sun Princess remain at your service. With incidents like this, it's clear that cases of people going overboard are on the rise. And the truth is, we may never fully know the reasons behind them. What matters is staying aware. These are the kinds of stories you need to hear so that when you're on your own cruise vacation, you can take precautions and avoid tragic accidents from happening to you.